After spending 9 days in Iceland, we flew from Reykjavik to Geneva, Switzerland, where Jeff was invited back to his high school, the Lausanne American School of Switzerland, for a once-in-a-lifetime, all-expenses-paid weekend to celebrate the school's 61st anniversary. After arriving at Geneva Airport, the school provided a double-decker bus that took us the remaining 2.5-hour journey up the mountain, where we settled into our accommodations for the next 3 days, which happened to be one of the actual dorm rooms with this view.
Okay, so we're in an actual dorm room here. We were able to get one. I know a lot of people weren't able to get one for the reunion, but we did. So we wanted to show you what a dorm room looks like in a school that costs roughly $125,000 a year. We'll start over here real quick. This is obviously the front door. You walk in, there are like 2 to 3 people to a room. These rooms were renovated. So this is actually a dorm I haven't stayed in. I've stayed in most of the dorms on this campus, so I'm actually glad we get to shoot this one because it's kind of unique to me too. Every student, there are 2 students in this dorm. They all get this big walk-in closet, but you have to think, I mean, these kids are here for, a year, or maybe sometimes, they're here for like 4 years if they're doing the full high school experience here. And a lot of their parents are like expats, they work in oil and gas, so it's crazy to think that all their stuff basically has to fit in these tiny little closets because they normally have their lives with them. Their parents are moving around constantly. They don't really have a permanent sense of home. Yeah, laundry basket. There's a laundry room right out there. We'll show you in a bit. There's 1 per floor. Bathroom. So nothing too crazy, I mean, you have a toilet, typical Swiss toilet, a tiny sink with the world's smallest little water filler, a little medicine cabinet that opens up, and then a tiny walk-in shower. In order to maximize space, obviously it makes complete sense that you have like a work desk right here. This is where you do all your homework and hang out. And then we call these the bunk bed ladders of death because they're actually quite slick and small, and really it only works when you're like a 120-pound high schooler. As an adult, it's definitely a lot more tricky. And then you've got a bed. I mean, it's just a typical Swiss, they're almost like horsehair mattresses. They're pretty firm. But I mean, it's not bad. Up there you've got an outlet so you can charge your phone and stuff, and a little lamp. This is new since I've been here, but it's like a little pin board, so you can actually pin up photos and memories. I think they were tired of us probably destroying the walls while I was here, so they actually gave us something to stick stuff to. And you have like a little safe to keep your stuff secure because, I mean, a lot of the times you just get assigned a room. You're not allowed to really room with your friends. They make you room with people from other cultures and countries so that you're exposed to different beliefs and stuff, which is really cool. It's one of the things I really like right here. A little more storage, right in here. But that's pretty much it per student. Again, we've got the same thing over here. This is for the other student storage. And you've got a little drying rack, so they do have a dryer, but the Swiss, they tend to air dry their things. It's a very European thing, actually. Actually, I should just say using dryers is an American thing. That's probably the easiest way to say it. And then you have this beautiful view that opens up right here. And whoever gets this bed gets to wake up to this every single morning. But I will say, also the downside to that is all the noise because there's no air conditioning in these dorms. You see these little heaters at the bottom. This is for winter. You crank these up. But during the summer, the Swiss don't really have air conditioning. Sometimes the units are against noise ordinances. Plus, it was never really that hot here in summer for a long time, thanks to global warming. So you really just rely on airflow. And so they've got these 2 windows here to create a kind of a breeze. But as you can imagine, if you're in this bunk bed right here, you're getting hit with sunlight from 2 directions. There's a big street light right out here. You get all the noise from the buses and the cars or people waking up early, so definitely want earplugs when you go to school here. But yeah, it's the exact same layout, just another bunk bed, and it's pretty cool. So a lot of these are converted hotels that they purchased way back in the day, so not all floor plans are created equally. We have a little private space right here. And again, incredible view, can't be beat. Really nice. Laundry. So basically just like a little closet. You've got a big tub here to wash really dirty things. Just 1 washer, 1 dryer. It's definitely a fight for the laundry machines. I remember that very vividly. You constantly just check throughout the day, and then if people leave their stuff in the dryer, it's on the floor. If it's there for too long, it's just the way it is. So welcome to Savoy. It's the main building. It's like the main area, administrative, all the offices. check out the dorms. So these are the OG ones, the ones I stayed in summer camp. Senior boys. Definitely older style bathrooms, but pretty similar. Really have the best view. No buildings in front of them. This is the lounge, so this is where we'd have like dorm all hands meetings, talk about what needs to be done, what we need to clean. They had like a kitchen, they had a really great setup. This is the bottom level. This is where the morgue was. The TV hospital. We turned it into the art studio, and there's like a black box theater. Here, this is the music room. So we had to climb about 6 flights of stairs. During the school year, you're not allowed to use the elevators as a student. So it's something I used to be very used to, not anymore. I'm a little bummed. Alright, now this isn't gonna work. Red means no. So, normally I have to walk everywhere. These shuttles are not the norm. Right now they're running every 15 minutes, but back in the day, tough times in summer. So, we'd have to walk up this hill. Snow, ice, heat. Unless you wanted to pay for taxi, which a lot of the wealthier students did. It was 10 francs no matter where you went in town. So between classes, some people would take taxis from that building to another building, which I can say with shame I've done once, but someone else paid. So the school used to be, it used to be believed that the fresh alpine air was really good for your lungs if you had tuberculosis. So people used to come up here to be treated for it, and that's what the school was. It was an old tuberculosis hospital. And then after World War II, the founders were like, we should create some good in this world. So they made an international school so people would learn to get along a little bit better. They bought this old TB hospital, which was kind of decrepit, and turned it into the Les All-American School.
For the remainder of the time here, the school was kind enough to not only cover food and accommodation for all who wanted to attend the reunion, they also allowed us to use all of their amazing amenities like their fully renovated new gym, complete with ping pong table, and also paid for us to partake in unlimited activities like hiking, wine and beer tasting, and of course, paddleboarding, which is what we opted to do. After an amazing weekend visiting with friends and faculty, it was once again time to hit the road, and we would be setting off to spend time for the next couple of weeks visiting Jeff's family in his hometown of Olton, and taking some much needed downtime until the next chapter of the trip. So we'll see you all at the next train station.